Hello, Tom with the Father's Workshop Screen Printing again, and look, we're back on part 2. Remember part 1, we were basically dealing with the shirts and how much polyester was in the shirts on the 50-50. On the bleaching that was going on, what kind of shirts you would use, because you see them bleaching and they're sublimating to it, and as they sublimate to it, is that a regular 100% cotton? Well, no, they're using basically heather shirts that are a 50-50 blend, 50 polyester, 50 cotton. What I said we were going to do in this episode, are going to use a 100% cotton shirt. I'll show you the shirt down here. This shirt right here, this is a 100% cotton. This is the, I will show you. This is a gilded. Somebody buy me a camera, because this thing is terrible. But this is a 100% cotton, because I bought it. I know what it is. And as a 100% cotton, what we want to do, we want to treat the cotton shirt with the Poly T Plus. And no, we're not a sponsor for Poly T Plus. I know they get a plug every time we say it, and it makes them look good. So maybe they ought to send me some of that stuff free. But what I'm going to do is we're going to spray the shirt. We're going to saturate it, roll it, all that stuff that they say to do. We're going to do that and prep the shirt. So the shirt will be prepared and all ready. So what we'll do, we will print out our sublimation photo. And when we do that, we'll put it on the shirt. Now it's a black shirt, so you know it's not going to show up very well at all. You know, to sublimate on a black shirt is a no-no, because you don't have white in sublimation ink. So you basically have to put a white background to sublimate on. So they have a sublimation paper that you can sublimate on. It's a process, but you can sublimate on it, cuts it out, and you'll have the picture on there with the white in it. But it's only the white because of the background. So that's what brings it out, so you can actually see it on dark colors. But here we've got this black one, and we're going to bleach this afterwards. We'll bleach it like everybody else does, but we'll do it a little different. But we're going to bleach it, and we'll see what the sublimation looks like. Now this is 100% cotton. So if somebody says, if you got a customer that says, hey look, I want a 100% cotton shirt, can you do that on 100% cotton? And they've got that picture that they want that is a lot of color. Now unless you got your screen printing and your screen's ready, and you know, and you want to screen print this, you can do it. But you'll have to do it after you bleach it. I don't know how bleach does on regular plastisols, but we're going to use sublimation ink. But what we're going to do, we're going to treat the shirt first. We're going to go ahead and get the resin in the threads, the polyester resin. We're going to get it in the threads, so when we put the sublimation photo on there, it will look good. You won't be able to see it looking good until you bleach it. So the bleach is going to bring it out. So you'll get to see what it looks like once we sublimate it with the picture. And then you look at it and say, man. But right now we're going to treat the shirt. So what we want to do, give me just a minute and let me get to my roller and stuff, and I'll be right back. So okay, got my roller. Here it is. This is the roller. And what we'll do, we'll spray it on the shirt, and then we'll use the roller and we'll kind of make it, you know, roll the stuff into the shirt. I guess that kind of gets it on the fibers, on the threads really well, and soaks it and gets that stuff on there. So once we heat press it, and I'll have to find the paperwork that tells me how long to heat press it. I've got it right there. I'm looking at it, so I'll have to walk around the table again and go over there to get that. So we'll be right back again. Okay, now do you remember I have my handy dandy ruler, and I have the instructions. Remember, dads, always read the instructions. You know how you get the bicycles and stuff in and you think you can put it all together, or remember when you ordered the wheelbarrow and you tried putting it together, and by the time you got done, either you were short some screws or you had a bunch of extra ones left over because you didn't put them where they were supposed to be. So and you found out your wheelbarrow fell apart because you didn't put them all in there like you're supposed to. Anyways, let's look at this. These are the instructions to our poly. So we're gonna go through this and look at it. And it says we need to have our press set up to 330. We need to okay, so we're supposed to mix our poly. Okay, we got all that's done. I still got some in the container here. I've already got all this stuff mixed up. So I've got some in the container. I mixed that up before, so I don't know what the shelf life is on that, but we'll find out. 2, preheat the press. All right, 3, spray the shirt until damp. Use a foam roller to press poly tee into the fibers. Okay, so we're supposed to spray the shirt, and then once we do that, once it's into the fibers, cover lower platen with then cotton material to absorb moisture, blah, 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 blah. Press light pressure 330 degrees for 30 seconds. Okay, so we need to go for 30 seconds. And this says do a second coat of poly T+. The second coat does not need to be as heavy as the first. And then it says cover with parchment paper, press 330, 20 seconds. Heat press temperature 385 degrees. Okay, the heat press temperature at 30 degrees to be sure the shirt is completely dry. Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Now, we're applying. All right. Now, for y'all that don't know what I'm using, the bottle is over there. It's the It's the Poly T Plus. It is not the old Poly. This is the desizer in a separate bottle than the actual Poly T spray. That was when they sold it to start out with. And now they just have the Poly T Plus, which has everything in it. You just do the spray and you're done. So what I'm going to do, here we go. All right, let's get this started. We're going to work this in real good, and this is getting this into the material. That's why I'm using the roller. This little piece of stuff is on there, but we'll take that off. And once I get all this rolled into it real good, remember what we're doing, we're putting this poly T into it because this is going to put the poly resin we need on the material. Okay. Now, we're going to spin, move this computer out of the way. We're going to bring this around. Slide this back in there. We're going to set this up. Then we're going to press it to it says press it for 30 seconds, and I guess I should have set the timer for a little bit more because I only had it set for 8 seconds. So. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So do it for 30 seconds. Now it looks like it needs to press a little longer because it still looks a little damp. So I'm going to press it just a little bit longer, get the moisture out of the shirt. So go for, okay. All right, that was 15 seconds. Okay. Now, according to the instructions, it says the second coat of poly T, the second coat does not need to be as heavy as the first. And one thing I didn't do, I should have done, is I should have used my parchment paper. This is parchment paper. I should have used parchment paper when I did that, but I didn't. But that's okay. It didn't hurt nothing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and spray this again. All right, now we did not spray it as heavy as we did the first time, but we'll go ahead and roll it out. Set the bottle of poly over. Now, like I said, this time it goes for 20 seconds. Yeah, cover with parchment paper. See, I almost did it again. So we'll put parchment paper on it. I know some of y'all are going, parchment paper. Thank you for reminding me. And here we go. We will put this on here. We'll go for 20 seconds. That timer set at 12 seconds. Thought it was 15, but it's 12. We want to make sure that that is dry. Make sure that it's dry. Now we want to put this, we also want our picture to be straight. Hey, you put the picture on there, it'd be all quirkitated. Looks like it might be straight, and if it ain't, well, it just ain't. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and print up, we're going to print the sublimation photo. Have I got one yet? Nope. But you know how it is on the magic of camera, stop, pause, video, editing, stuff, whatever. I'll be right back. Okay, we are printing the image, but right this very second, I'm cleaning the nozzle head on the printer. The thing clogs up, the craziest thing. I know if you've got one of these Epson's 2750, WF 2750s, that thing ain't done nothing but constantly clogged. That nozzle gets clogged up. So if you're not printing on a regular basis, that's the only thing I hate about it. I'm going to get me a sawgrass. Eventually I'm going to get me a sawgrass. One of those printers. And so if y'all feel sorry for me, hey, you can send me one if you want to. I'll advertise it. But anyways, that's the print I got out. I'm going to put Gone Fishing. And it's funny, I can show that I'm looking at it in the camera. I'm looking at it in the camera, and it actually says "Gone Fishing," but it's a mirror image. So I mirrored the image, but actually it's backwards. I guess when I show the video too, it'll be backwards. So I'm looking in the background, and I'm noticing all my shirts are backwards. Let's see. Yep, even my face is backwards. I'm standing on the left side of myself and don't even realize it. All right, be right back. Okay, check we are back. No, we had to print up something, and so we printed up "Gone Fishing." That's what I wish I could do. Take my boat out there and get out there and catch me some fish. Speckled trout running. Oh man, speckled trout. I like speckled trout. I just like fish. I don't like sushi, okay? I don't eat raw fish. I eat real fish. It ain't raw, it's real. And you say, well, sushi is real fish. No, I'm talking about going out, fillet them up. I mean, put them in the pan while they're still flopping. So, I'm talking about fresh. Anyways, we're gonna put this on the shirt. Now, if you'll notice, this is gonna come out really dark on the shirt. You're not gonna be able to see it, not gonna be able to tell it very much. But here's where here's where all the trick comes in. It's when you bleach it, then the white's gonna show up, and then the picture of the fish is gonna come out. Right now, it don't look like a whole lot on this paper. I still don't know what it can look like on the shirt, but we'll find out. So let's wait and see. You know what this looks like. You know what the shirt looks like. You know what I look like. And let's go ahead and put it on the shirt. And when we get done doing that, what we'll do, because we've already treated the shirt, we'll bleach it. We're gonna bleach it here in the building. It's dark outside, so I ain't got no sunlight. Everybody talks about, you gotta do it in the sunlight. You don't do it in the sunlight, it's not gonna work. Well, I guess we'll do it in the we'll do it in our you know. So let's press this thing. Okay, so we're gonna find it. I'm gonna put it on here. Let's find the spot we want to put it. Make sure it's right in the middle. Okay, so that should be good. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything out there or not. Well, here's what it looks like. See it? I don't see nothing. So, I don't know. I don't see nothing. I'm gonna put this over to the side. I want to cut off my heat pressy. My heat pressure. Brazier. See how that works. Okay, we're still waiting on the bleach to do something. Being that it's inside, it's not out in the sunlight, it's going to take a lot longer to do. So, it's going to take a little while, but that's all right. Let's see what it looks like. So you can see, it's coming along. And so the picture starts to get brighter as it gets wider. So, and that's what we're waiting on. So it'll take a little bit longer. It's also cold. A little cool in here. I just kept the heat back on. That's what that noise is over there. You hear that heater running. I'm out here in our little studio shop, and we'll get this going. Now I have used this little roller, put some bleach on it, and went over the spot where this picture is at, so it will kind of whiten it a little more. But I will get these tapes off of here. So it's just cold in here, and I don't think we're going to get any better than this, and I don't want to keep the bleach on there too long. Bleach is not good for the material. We'll get these off of there. And if you don't like the little these little pieces of tape on there, as far as the little stripes, don't like them, you can always blend them in a little bit. Put you some little marks across there. Blend them in with the shirt. Now we'll take this shirt, and we're going to put it over here. And we just dropped it in our bucket of water. It's actually a bin. We got it in the water. And now that we've done that, we got it in the water. I guess it's best to do it during the daytime. Unfortunately, I didn't have time this afternoon to be in the sunlight. I was too busy out doing other stuff. So maybe I go fishing. You don't know that. Anyways, I've got it in the water, and we tried that out. The picture did not come out as well as I wanted to. I need to pull the printer head off my printer and clean it. So we're going to try this again. But anyways, I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks kind of what do they call it? A distressed shirt. A going fishing distress shirt. But it would be good to have that little clear, because there's something about the black shirts turn orange, I guess. And the thing about it is, the bleach that I'm using is old bleach, and it looks like it's been separated because of the cold weather. So at least I didn't get all over me. So we will do this again tomorrow when the sun's out, and hopefully it's not raining. But we're going to do another black shirt, And I'm gonna pull the print head off there tomorrow before we do the video. And this will be part 3. So this is part 2. We did part 1, this is part 2. Tomorrow we'll do part 3. But I'm gonna load this up tonight. I'm gonna edit it and load it up tonight and let you see what we got. And then we're gonna do this again. And let me let you see the shirt one more time. Okay, I just squeezed the water out of it. Anyways, so that's what you got on that. I've got a lot of other ideas. So it'll look like it's kind of straight right here, like the piece of styrofoam. Got a piece of styrofoam under there. You got to be careful it doesn't take the shape of your. And what's good about this, I've got all this is basically neutralized. And I just went over here and just did this corners. Kind of make it spread out. But now I'm going to unneutralize it because I put more bleach on it. Go again. So, how about that? Now, a little better. Till next time, part 3 tomorrow. Lord bless. All right.